My God, I am mute. Big up to everyone. Big up to you, Danny B. Big up to you, Yali Malmin. Has he really gotten sacked? I know it's big news. I know everyone's reporting it, but it's probably, it's just a report, guys. There's no confirmation. Unless there's confirmation, I'm not running with that, bro. I'm just being honest. Big up to you, Admiral. Hope you're well. Yeah, Kenny. Everyone, I saw the articles yesterday that you guys are seeing this morning. I saw a bit of the news, but it's reported that it's more likely that this is the case. It's not confirmed, it's not definite. So I don't know why, but most importantly, guys, big up to all of you joining me. Those of you on X, don't forget to give a like, retweet. It's going to help the channel grow. But let's get into the most important thing. Yeah, bro, I'll be pissed off. And, big up to you, Mental Ball Game. Big up, big up. I'm going to just get into the scout report, guys, because, I've been late. I had a little bit of work to do today, extra work, didn't know. And because of that, I'm super late. It was supposed to be a morning stream, and I have a little time, probably like half an hour to 45 minutes. So, guys, if you want to join me, I'm going to drop the link in the comments so you guys could come in. But I'm going to present this short list of possible transfer targets that we're looking at right now, guys. And as we know, these are the main contenders, some of the main contenders that we would like to see out of the club in this transfer window as well. And most importantly, guys, I would like to highlight that this list of scouting report that I've done is for the creative budget. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to do a part 2 to this stream where I can show you the guys like Eze in more depth. Guys that are gonna cost us more than 40 to 50 to 60, 70 million pounds if we are gonna go in for them, depending on the size of the spend. Now, I think there's going to be adjustment to the size of the spend if Eric Ten Hag and the team wins the FA Cup tomorrow. If we win and we get Europe, that's a further 100 million into the spend and maybe a different tact and decision that what's going on. You know what I mean? So big up to you guys joining me. Let's get right into this scout report and let's get it on the road, guys. Right? And let's start right off the bat with the striker, 28 years old, born in 1996, VfB Stuttgart striker Serhou Guirassy. And this guy, he has scored 28 goals in the Bundesliga this season. He plays for Stuttgart, as I just said, and he's at the age where he's in his prime. You're probably going to get the best of this guy for the next 2 to 3 years. And at 17 million pounds, which is his release clause that is active at the start of the window for 2 weeks, this guy should be on our radar, guys. Everyone should be talking about this guy because this is what we need. He is tall, he is strong, very good on the ball, good dribbling ability as well, and he knows how to score goals. As I tell you, he scored 28 in the Bundesliga, only second to Harry Kane, who scored something like a whopping 35. Big up to Harry Kane with all the goals that he's scored. So, guys, this is Serhou Guirassy. This is a striker option that I have chosen that we should be looking at based on the price, based on what he can offer and his profile, right? And let's move right along, guys. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have seen this guy. His name is Edison. He plays at Atalanta. Yes, he just won the Europa League. He's 24 years old, DM, very mobile, very, very combative. He knows how to pressurize a midfield and take control, as you can see what he did against the indomitable Bayern Leverkusen, guys. And he's born in 1999, and as you know, he's very good. He's a young Brazilian talent. He's getting his chances into the Brazilian team coming up for this Copa America tournament about to start in the next 3 weeks. Guys, what are your thoughts? Get in. Let me know what you're thinking about Serhou Guirassy and about Edison, guys, because you know what? These are likely signings that we should be doing. They're gonna cost us, they're gonna keep our budget cost effective as well as make it easy. Make it easy for us to have multiple signings, and guys, these are things that we should be considering. I know there are a lot of big names. I know there are a lot of players that guys want us to sign, but just remember our budget is not that big. So what we have to do is take our time and see how we can creatively bolster our squad with good players that could come in and start, some players who could come in and back up, and also players who can come in and grow into their potential and provide that challenge, especially in defense. I'm going to move on from him, but let me know in the comments what you're thinking about, and I see Danny B, you're coming in there talking about Tussin. Well, he's on the list. I'm going through the midfielders first, and then I'm going to get to defenders. So you're going to see your guys, and you're going to see one or two other guys as well. But tomorrow I'm going to do another presentation like this with another 9 players that we can possibly sign. So this is just the first one, part 1 of the scout report of United's possible transfer window. And this is Adrian Rabiot, guys, 29 years old, center midfielder, register type player, something that we would need, might really work well sitting next to Kobe Mainu. He can also play that DM role, and he has a very, very good ability to pass the ball and break the lines. He's also going to be on a free, so this is going to keep it in line with what I've been saying, cost effective, quality signings, being creative, being able to understand that, listen, we need to bolster this squad and maybe get to the next window in the winter and maybe add 1 or 2 marquee signings, and then again next summer. This is how we rebuild this squad, guys. So check out Adrian Rabiot. We all know about him. I know a lot of you are going to have concerns about his mom being his manager, but I'm pretty sure these guys that are taking charge right now are going to do something about that, and they are not going to be taken for fools. So let's move right along, guys. I'm going to keep it moving. João Gomez, another young Brazilian, 23 years old, CDM, also midfielder, CM, and he's born in 2001, guys. A Wolves FC player, Premier League proven. He's getting the nod for Brazil as well in the Copa America tournament. He has featured in the friendly games this past few months. And guys, I think this is a very interesting signing, very energetic player. He knows how to hold the midfield as well as play. He can be attacking and he can carry the ball well. And these are the important qualities that we are looking for in a midfielder. Someone who can hold the ball, carry it, and get us out of trouble when we need to. And as well as someone who's very combative in the midfield. You know what I mean? So João Gomez, guys, keep your eyes out for him. He's possibly going to be on the radar, somewhere between the region of 25 to 35 million pounds. I think this is a very good deal, but I'm not sure if we're going to go that way. And another Atalanta player is on the list, guys, and you know about this guy. This guy, I brought him up to you guys a few months ago in my scout report going into the winter. Man United have been scouting this guy for the last 11 months. They were even heard of to be scouting him since they were scouting Rasmus Højlund last season as well. And this guy, he is very, very talented, very composed, and very good on the ball. He is a no-nonsense type of defender. Giorgio Scalvini, remember the name, 20 years old, center-back, right-footed, but just as good with his left. He's born in 2003 and he plays at Atlanta, BC in the center-back position. He has been responsible largely for their run of form with a solid defensive shape and keeping the lead of that defensive situation, although being the youngest defender in the bunch. Guys, he's been starting for the last 18 months, last 2 seasons for Atalanta, and he just won the Europa League. And this youngster is best friends with our very own Rasmus Højlund. Could it be some kind of connection? He's probably going to be one of the more expensive one of the signings in the region of 40 million euros, somewhere there. Possibility for add-ons. I think this is a deal we should be doing, especially since we're going to be losing Varane. You're going to want a center-back that's going to come in around a 6'2", 6'3" mark, physical, quick, very good on the ball, and extremely decisive. No nonsense. And this is the guy that I'm looking at. I think we definitely need to go get him. Yeah, mental ball game. He will be a very good addition. Him next to Licha, bro. And this youngster right here, I pretty much like him a lot. Goncalo Ignacio. And this Goncalo Ignacio youngster, he plays at Sporting Lisbon, guys. and he's very, very talented. 22 years old, left center back. He can also play at the left back position. Understand, he is just as good as Lisandro Martinez, in my opinion, from my observation of him this season. Also, he is 6'2". So he's got height, he's got a build on him, and he's very quick and good on the ball. And he is the third top from the top in Europe this season for creation from the back, passes out from the back, playing out from the back, and his metrics are amazing, guys. Check him out, Goncalo Inacio, youngster, possible signing. He wants the Manchester United move as well, and he's probably going to be something that maybe we can do, seeing that they're trying to, they are interested in maybe one of our players, which will be talk about in that stream tomorrow when I talk about the players' exits. Big up to you guys. And Danny B, this one's for you, bro. Yeah, he has a release clause, Danny B. It's 45 million pounds, somewhere in the region of 50 million euros, 55 million euros. But there's a drastic difference in the currency. So it's somewhere in the region of 45 million pounds in pounds if we're dealing that for Goncalo Inacio. And Tosin Adara Bayo. This guy, 26 years old, getting into his prime, is on a free, coming from Fulham, having a decent season, making a claim for himself. I think this is going to be one of the choices we should be going for as well. He's on a free. It's not going to cost us that much. It could be done immediately in the first week of the window or the day it opens. You could see him and Rabiot walk in the door on June 15th when the window opens, guys. So this is something we should be thinking about. Yeah, I think Ignacio is a little bit better than Gvardiol, to be fair. Although I think Gvardiol has a little bit more of a physicality than him. And Mark Guehi, guys, I would say my namesake, but I'm Mark with a K. So it's, but it's all good anyway. The youngster, 23 years old, center back from Crystal Palace. I think he's been having a very good season. He's shown that he can adapt to play that high line system, playing under the guidance of Oliver Glasner, coming in the last 6 months of their season, replacing, the retired Roy Hodgson. And I think this guy is going to be a very astute signing if we could get our hands on him. Mark Guehi brings up that homegrown tally and keeps the balance there. He's an England international. He's been called up for the Euros, I'm sure. And you know what, guys? At 25 to 40 to 35 million pounds, I don't think we can go wrong with a signing like this if we were to look at him. I think this is a signing we should be looking at instead of Jarrad Bradwaite. I think that guy is not that good, and I think he's a lot hyped, and 70 million plus is going to be way too much to waste on one defensive signing when we need at least 3. You know what I mean? And I'm going to come to this guy. He is kind of a possible signing if we're gonna spend maybe in the region of 150 200 million this summer, because his release clause is somewhere in the region of 50 million euros. And it's going to be interesting, guys, because we might be able to get that price down somewhere in the region of 40 million pounds, 35 million pounds, plus maybe 10 in add-ons. You may have to pay somewhere in the region of 20 up front or 30 up front, depending on the competition that we're facing. And this guy has been immense in France this season, guys. He plays for LOSC Lille, and he's 18 years old, center back. He's 6'4", very quick, very comfortable on the ball, almost, how can I put it? He's almost a clone of Raphael Varane, in my opinion, if I had to describe it, the way he plays the game. He's tall, so he's very good in the air. He has very good ball ability, very quick when he's making up ground. And I think it might be an interesting signing. The only problem for me is that release clause that's somewhere in the region of 50 million euros. I think it's going to be difficult to do. You know what I mean? So let's get on right now, because there's a lot of talk about Man United being ready to trigger this youngster's $20 million Euro release clause, guys. I think they're going to do it. This is Aaron Anselmino. He's 19 years old from Boca Junior, another Argentine talent. Coming in, he would probably fit right in next to Lisandro Martinez. Being compatriots, they would have that immediate connection and communicational ability. I think it's going to be something where we might get him and maybe he goes on loan or maybe he's a backup, so keep your eyes out. There's been reports that we are ready to trigger his deal, so this might be one of the first signings as well. And I'm going to bring this guy to you. A lot of people may not know his name, but his name is Mikhail Fai. He plays for FC Barcelona in Spain. He is 19 years old. He's just coming off of a decent season in La Liga where he had a few starts. But most importantly, he was the starting center back and sometimes left back for Senegal this summer in the AFCON competition. Done very, very well for himself, impressed everyone around him, including his teammates. He has been one of the defensive leaders in that team during the tournament. And I'm saying to you guys that at 19 years old, possibly 19 million euros, it's not going to be that difficult of a deal to do. And this youngster is 6'2", very physical. As you can see, he has a muscular physique. It's something that we should be thinking about in terms of what, he can bring to our team. He plays at the left back. He plays at left center back. Maybe it's something we can do, seeing that we are also looking for a left back at this point, guys. And you know what? I'm going to say this, guys. There's a few things that I would like to let you all know, right? As I am about to close this scout report, because, I just only have like about 10 to 15 minutes left. I'm going to open the lines if you guys want to come in and have your say, what your thoughts, what do you think that United should be doing, or just maybe suggest a player that you think we should be looking at, let me know. But I'm going to tell you guys now, we need to bring this guy home. We cannot afford to spend 70 million on Michael Olise, who is not even as good as this guy has been this season in Spain. This guy has been looked at and nominated for a host of awards month after month in Spain. He was among the list of players that have to be awarded, to be chosen or selected for the award, most impactful player of La Liga season. And, I think Jude Bellingham is going to win that award. But this guy, Mason Greenwood, has been stalwart. He has been performing beyond what anyone expected from him after being suspended for almost 18 months, guys. So maybe we can be a little bit creative and conservative and bring a good vibes back into the club. Sometimes someone needs forgiveness. You know what I mean? And I know the reports have been going strong right now about Erik ten Hag has been sacked. But I would say this to you guys one more time. There have been reports that it's possible that this is a decision that Manchester United has made and are going to make, but they have not been confirmed, right? So maybe just let the guy cook. You know what I mean? Let it happen. What will be. At the end of the day, guys, we should be focusing our efforts and our energy on the FA Cup tomorrow because we need to bring that cup home. I would stress to you all, whether you're Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out, or Ten Hag out, we definitely need the money that's going to come from Europe. Two things are affecting us. If we don't qualify for Europe, we already, right, are seeing a deduction in the percentage of funds that we're going to receive for sponsorship from Adidas because we didn't qualify for the UCL. If we're out of Europe completely, that percentage increases by 10%. I just want you guys to pay attention to this, guys. Pay attention, because we also have a stadium to be repaired. So there's a large possibility there's going to be announcements really soon that maybe Manchester United might be playing the season from mid-season, or maybe from the start of the season, or maybe from mid-season from Wembley, because that stadium, there's so many things wrong with it, and we need to be proactive. It could be a safety hazard, and for fans, remember that stadium is filled every match week for a home game with at least 72,000 plus fans, and it cannot take it anymore. So guys, just be concerned about what we need to do, what's most important, because at the end of the day, we could spend $200-300 million on players, bro. But We got a stadium to fix. We got lots of things to do. And people would say, we have money. Maybe, but we have not been spending it like we have it, guys. Remember what happened in the winter? We couldn't sign anyone due to FFP. Remember what happened last summer? We were scraping for loans all about. Yeah, it's been a difficult one, guys. You know what I mean? No matter what happens, just like Mental Ball Game is saying, we need the manager and the team to win that FA Cup, guys. So lend your support to the team and, take it out. Love to see Greenwood back. Better than Olise can play 9, but doubt he will be back. Yeah, bro. It's one of those things where I feel like, we're going down a road that it's kind of a little bit foreign to me right now. And I would hope that we would be doing some things that might, be a little bit more interesting. Kind of, bring back some of the days of old when Manchester United made decisions that, were trailblazing decisions that no one else was making. And we didn't care what anyone else said because we're Man United. You know what I mean? So big up to everyone. I know this is a Friday afternoon, so I'm going to let you all go and enjoy the rest of your evening. It's been your boy, MarkN MUFC Fan, with the daily update, the scout report, Manchester United possible signings this summer, part 1. I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I will catch you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And those of you on X, please take the time out, give your brother a retweet, help the channel grow, smash a like and subscribe, share it around, and I will see you guys next time.